Everyone. Okay, so it is that time of night. Time to take it down. So I want to walk you through my bedtime skincare routine. This is an extended routine. Hopefully by now you watched the how-to video on how I do my makeup, but what I wanted to do now is show you guys how I do my skincare, which honestly is just as, if not more important than how we do our makeup, because it's how we care for our skin. So I am doing an extended skincare routine. So this is a little bit more than what I do on a daily basis so that you guys can get an idea of exactly what it is that I do when I'm thinking long-term skincare. Nightly, I usually just remove my makeup, wash my face, tone, use a serum, and then my two moisturizers, one for my eye and one for my face. But tonight I am adding in the micro needling, so I'm going to include that in this video. So I'll tell you guys exactly what I'm using as I'm using it, and I'm gonna get started. So I'll be right back. Okay, so first thing that I like to use right now, I'm using Palmer's Cocoa Butter Skin Therapy Cleansing Oil. Okay, so I love using oil cleansers. A lot of times people don't realize, even with adult acne, it's not so much hormonal as it is that you are literally just stripping the oil from your skin. So I like to add oil back in to keep it balanced. So I do 2 pumps. And this stuff doesn't really lather, so you just want to put it on. You might see it turn white a little bit, and I did wet my hands before I put it on there. And if you watch my makeup video, then you know that obviously our makeup just doesn't go on our face, it goes on our neck. So you want to make sure you get that too. It's really important because your neck will also age over time, and you want to make sure you take care of it. So my cleansing oil is on, and I kind of just rub it. Helps to break down the makeup, make it easier to get it off. So even though right now I look like a terrifying ghost. Also, I just want to say this while I'm doing this. I'm not a professional. I am just someone who enjoys taking care of herself and wants to share that part of my life with other people. So please take everything you get from me with a grain of salt, because what works for me may not work for you. So, okay. I think it's pretty thorough. So I have a paper towel here to I'm going to wet it a little bit, not all the way, just so it's kind of damp, and then I'm going to just wipe. See? Okay. Make sure you're wiping with the clean side. I used to think that it was enough just to get the makeup off my face, but now I feel like I do kind of like a double cleanse. So I do this to get the makeup off. And then I also do another wash. So that's enough of this though. That's the oil cleanser. Now the next one that I use is the Neutrogena Pore Refining, and this is an exfoliating cleanser. So this is a glycolic acid formula. So obviously if you have super sensitive skin, this might not work for you, and you might need to find something a little bit more, for sensitive skin. But I like Neutrogena. I feel like they mostly work for most people. So there's no beads in here. Remember when they outlawed those little beads? So there's no beads, but it is a scrub. So it's a light one. And this one does lather up. So just be careful with your eyes, obviously. the skin around your eyes is super sensitive. But you still want to get everything off. And like I said before, don't forget your neck. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to rinse this one off. So when I'm rinsing, I always rinse with cold water. Cold water helps to close up your pores. Okay. So everything's off. I really always keep a roll of paper towels in my bathroom for this reason. So I used to have really bad acne, like really, really bad. And so I try to use just everything super clean because I don't want to ever break out like that again. So sometimes, even though it seems a little bit wasteful, I do use paper towels to make sure that I'm not unnecessarily spreading germs to my face. Wow, look at that hair color. Everything's pretty much gone. I might have a little leftover eye makeup. Let's just do a quick swipe. You know what? I actually have some micellar water here. Just regular Walgreens brand. That eye makeup can be really stubborn, so make sure you get that off. I wear contacts, so it's really important for me to keep my eyes super clean. And this is why I don't wear a lot of makeup, because this is kind of a pain. Okay. That should take care of that. All right, so fresh face. Now what do we do? I'm gonna take Cotton Round. And I just started recently using this. It's Pixi Glow Tonic. And this is another glycolic acid exfoliating toner. So to exfoliate the skin. And like I said, I used to have really bad acne. So I was literally covered in cystic acne for like maybe 3 or 4 years. And it left a lot of scars on my skin. So I always try to use a product that has like exfoliating properties in it to get my skin to recover from that. And it's also good if you want to start treating your skin for fine lines and wrinkles. So I don't have that many yet, and I would like to keep it that way. So don't forget your neck. Good. And most of the stuff, actually all of the stuff you can get that I've used so far, you can get at Target, Walgreens, CVS. I like CVS a lot because they do a lot of rewards and just like good deals on beauty stuff. So I like CVS a lot, but I'll get stuff wherever I need to get it. So like this, the skin oil, the cleansing oil, I got for like $5 on clearance at Target. So everything's different, but a couple things that I'm going to use I got on Amazon too. So okay, so this is the micro needling that I was telling you guys about. So what this does is, you can't see them, but on here there's a bunch of little teeny tiny needles. That's why it's called micro needling. And what you're going to do is you're going to roll it all over your face and your neck. And this causes just a pinch of damage to the top layer of your skin to force those skin cells to regenerate. So it makes your skin kind of force itself to renew. So I'm going to do a time lapse of this because it can be kind of time consuming. But essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll upwards. And then I'm going to roll across. And then I'm going to roll in an X. Okay. And I'm going to repeat that on my forehead, on my cheeks, and then on my chin and on my neck. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. So you'll see I started off doing one side of my face so you guys could kind of see how one side is getting red and the other is obviously not being rolled, therefore not being impacted. The most important part you want to keep in mind when you're doing the microneedling, what you want to be mindful of, is that you're not dragging this thing across your face. You don't want to apply a ton of pressure, you just want to use regular pressure and don't get too close to your eyes. Just make sure that you're doing nice light lines. You don't need a lot of pressure here again. You don't want to damage your skin and you certainly don't want to tear it. You just want to let the needles leave their little pinpricks in your skin. So now you can see both sides of my forehead are getting redder and my skin is already kind of looking a little bit more alive. So we'll finish up here and then move on to the chin and the neck. Alright guys, so now that you're done with your microneedler, what you want to do is you want to get some alcohol and you want to just pour it over the top to keep it clean. And then these usually come in a little case. You want to make sure you put it in the case and cover it so that it doesn't get dirty and you can reuse it until these little guys start to feel dull. And then you're going to want to either replace the actual roly part or just replace the whole thing altogether. It's really simple. As you can see, it doesn't take long. You might notice some redness on my skin. That's fine. It's totally normal. You just rolled little tiny needles all over your skin. What do you expect? So I'm gonna put that away for now. And now what I'm gonna do is I am going to use the Vitabrid C12 Dual Drop Serum. So I actually got this as a sample. Not this particular one, but I got a sample size of this in an Allure box, which I did a review on in another video. And I absolutely loved it. And they had an amazing coupon code in the box. So I got 3 bottles of this for $30 and I ordered a bunch ahead of time because I knew I really liked it. I have to look and see how much an actual bottle costs without a coupon code, but I really, really like this stuff. So you can find any serum. This one is defying and deep hydration, which I desperately need in the wintertime. So I really, really like this one. So what I do with this is I open this up and just little drops. And usually 1 dropper is enough to do my whole face. And since I did roll my neck tonight, I'll do my neck too. So I just rub that in gently. You always want to try to rub things in an upward motion. So you're massaging your skin. So funny to be doing this at a time where everybody's like, don't touch your face, but my hands are clean. Okay. And like I said, I am going to do a little bit on my neck. Up. Might feel a tingle or two right now if you microneedle, but you know, that's how it works. Doesn't hurt. It might hurt a little bit at first, especially if you have sensitive skin, but over time, you just don't even feel it anymore. So I have 2 more things that I like to do. I have Baebody, which is, it came to me by way of one of those like Facebook groups where it's like a deals page, but I use their retinol and their eye gel, and I really like them both. These go on lightning deal from time to time, so they'll go from being like $20 to $10, and it's prime shipping, so can't beat that. I usually start with retinol all over my face. So if you use retinol at night, you just want to make sure you use the sunscreen during the day because it can make you very, very sun sensitive. So just be mindful of that. And I'm just going to rub this all the way in. It's not greasy, doesn't feel weird or anything like that. And I've found that for people who are acne prone, such as myself, retinol for me actually keeps the breakouts at bay as well. So it's a 2-in-1 for me, if you will. And again, you don't want to forget your neck. Got a cool little, see, just boop. Okay. And now for the last part, we have the Baebody Eye Gel. I use this in the morning as well. This is really lightweight and you don't need a lot. Like, this is enough. And as always, with anything containing or pertaining to skin, you want to make sure that you're staying hydrated during the day. Your body is made up of, I think it's 72% water. So staying hydrated is a huge part of having great skin and aging gracefully. So there it is, you guys. That is my extended nighttime routine. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm loving my glow right now. You guys have been in my cabinet this entire time. I'm so sorry. But this is what I look like without makeup, with the day's makeup gone. And I have to say, this is really sustainable for me in the long term. And I only microneedle maybe like 2 times a week. And the rest of the time, it's every other step you saw in there, minus the microneedling. And this makes me feel good because it makes me feel like I have skin that I can just, I don't care. I'll go to the grocery store like this and I'm not embarrassed. So for someone who used to have cystic acne all over her face, it's a huge win for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoy this content, please like, share, and subscribe it. And I will see you guys next time. Good night.